Hello and welcome back to the Heavy Gear 2 Dueling League. Here we have myself, Halfpenny, against Zai. We are on a map we haven't seen before, I don't think. It's a volcanic map. I can't remember the name of it, unfortunately. Here I am trying to figure out where he's going and seeing what he's doing. Now Zai, his only armament is a heavy bazooka, which is a duelist favorite. It can one-shot a lot of gears regardless of their configuration and armor ratings and everything. There you see I get the first kill there. I try to shoot some rockets in that gap in the bridge, and I feel like I'm falling into the lava. I just saved it, and Zai looks like he might be in the lava. He is going for a pretty fast SMS skating gear. With that heavy bazooka, that's a really deadly striker. I mean, you can be very successful dueling someone just by relying on speed and a heavy bazooka, and you don't even need very many rounds, because if you get a hit in like that, they can do a lot of damage. You can end the round real quick. That was a case where I asked him about it. It turns out he invested quite a bit into his maneuverability as well. So his SMS configuration here, his skating around that he's doing, it's not only the speed he's relying on, but he's relying on some maneuverability. And since I am both slow and not very maneuverable, that was trouble for me a couple rounds ago. I managed to get the kill right after that, though. I still have the advantage, and I'm just kind of scared. Luckily, he slowed down there, which allowed me to turn. He negated his advantage in the maneuverability department, which meant that I could slowly turn my gear around. Here I am just trying to pre-fire, lead him in. He managed to skate through it all and survive, but I got 2 rocket packs, and so that allows me a lot of time, basically time on target, or at least allows me more opportunities to shoot at my target. Here I am up to my old stuff, shooting at where I think he is there in the distance. This is a pretty interesting map. We haven't quite seen a map like this yet, where there is a hazard in the map itself that can damage and kill your gear. If you step in that lava, I do believe it will hurt you and blow you up, but I didn't try it. It would be real disappointing if that was not the case, but I'm pretty sure that that is the case, because in the single player campaign, in the maps where there is lava, which on Caprice in particular, which is what I think this arena is based off of, the lava will damage and kill you. Here we're trying to figure, I think we were both trying something new. We were trying to see if we can maybe go to that little island. That was not a jump I wanted to make. It seemed like on the edge of possibility. I see him in my sensors up here, like behind the mountain, so I'm trying to kind of get up there. This is a bit of an awkward round, if I'm honest. Here I am. I feel like I can make it up there, but it's just there. You gotta manipulate the terrain in a way. I almost crest over that last little lip there that would have allowed me to jump over it. So I'll just walk over here and see if there's another spot I can get up. Yeah, kind of, maybe. Alright, we made it up here, and so now I'm looking for him. I don't see him on my sensors anymore, so I really have no idea where he is. And this is, in hindsight, not very wise, because I'm exposing myself on both sides, and if he is on one side or the other, he can catch me unawares if I'm looking the direction that he is not. But at the same time, since I am a rocket trooper, the height gives me a little bit of an advantage in that I can use that splash damage. I can shoot at the ground at his feet to get some splash damage on him. But that's not going to happen now. I fall off. Again, this round is a little bit silly. I think we're just having a little bit of fun. Okay, so we see each other. Once again, after all that, the battle takes place at the bridge regardless. I get some hits in. See he's faster than me, so now we're just NASCARing. I'll try to reverse the turn there, like it's like an aerial dogfight kind of, and there we go. There's the kill. pretty happy with that one. Happy to have survived. Happy to have been able to successfully reverse the turn, because that is sketchy. I did expose my back to him. Technically, he could have got me. So now here I am up high. I didn't kill him. You know, the fast gears for my build aren't exactly ideal, for me anyway. That's a good shot from him, because it's hard for me to maintain my reticle on target while I'm shooting these salvos of rockets, because this fast-moving cavalry-style gear can just move right under it. There he goes, going straight for me. Thankfully, that allowed me to get the kill on him. Alright, that was a pretty fortunate shot for me. I saw him at the distance, just unloading all my rockets in on him. Let's see what he's got here. Alright, so there he is, losing his speed to dodge my rockets. Didn't manage to get a shot off on me. There's a miss and there's a hit. Trying to see if I can catch him before he comes over. Just use my heavy anti-air cannon. And I think here he told me there's no way you can reach me, and I could. The heavy anti-air cannon has respectable range. I don't think it's, I think it's maybe slightly less than even a heavy autocannon. So that's the first round to me. Let's see what we can do in the second round here. Okay, here we are in Red Sable Arena, another an old favorite, one that's rather familiar for us. For fast-moving gears, the open nature of this map is pretty good. It's pretty good. At least helps them more than a gear that is not fast-moving. The lack of cover is obviously dangerous for any kind of gear configuration. My rocket game has been kind of off lately. In the last few rounds, I've found that my long-range artillery rocketeering isn't really doing it. Even there, I can't quite. I'm not exactly in sync with what my lead needs to be. He was trying to make his way up the hill there, and that helped me, gave me some time to get those shots on target and get that round. There he goes. A very good dodge of my rockets here, and there it is. One shot, one kill with a heavy bazooka. That thing is no joke. And that's a good shot. Good movement, good shot. Trying to see what he's trying to do here. And it's close range now. And there he goes again. A very good shot from him. I think that taught me that I need to be a little bit more conscientious of my maneuvering. He was able to get in close. Those are bad rockets hitting up in the stands. Those aren't going to do anything for him. Alright, the heavy heavy anti-air cannon does its job, as you can see. You know, with enough shots, it can bring him down. It's a little bit of a pea shooter, especially against heavier and more heavily armored gears, but you know, it can do the job. It can do the job, but it really is a backup weapon for my build. The medium rocket packs, as you can see here, have really become the main weapon, and that's not what I necessarily envisioned when I did this build. I envisioned the rockets to be more of an early strike, sort of surprise and area denial and suppression type weapon, and I thought that the heavy auto air cannon was good for some more damage, to be honest. But the rockets are really what I rely on a lot. And here we go, the last few rounds here of this one. Just trying to do some little damage. I jump over that, and there he actually fired a bazooka round at me, and I jumped over it, so that was kind of fortunate. We both killed each other. I can't remember what we did here, if we gave it to each other or if I gave it to him, but I think here we're just discussing it. Regardless, we move on. We'll find out at the end. I don't remember. This match was a couple days ago as I'm recording this, and there's a little joust action. Okay, let's go, boys. Going sort of a maneuvering in opposite directions here until we just cross over in the middle, because why not? That bazooka round was very close. That was pretty intense. That thing just kind of brushed by me. Rockets, rockets, rockets. The primary weapon, it turns out. Some hits, some hits. Oh my goodness, turn, please turn, please turn. I'm using the strafe here. I'm using the strafe. Oh, and a jump. Oh, that was awkward. My lack of maneuverability really... I'm lucky that in that case it wasn't a problem, because it really is typically a bit of a problem. Next round. There we go. Just as he approaches the rock, just as he approaches the cover there, I managed to get him. Okay. A little extra height so I can shoot down on him a little more, and that's not a bad salvo. And I believe that's the round, and that is the match. So thank you, Zai. Good fight to you. That means that next round is against Jack Dandy. And as we wrap up the losers bracket before we take on Wholesome and Innocent in the final. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.